All right. Hello, students. Uh, Now, I want to look at a very good question in practical chemistry. We can also call it calculations in chemistry. Uh, Look at it. The first thing you have to get here is to try and get the question. That is the first thing. Remember what we have been doing since is just how to calculate the amount of substance. And if you know you have not looked at that aspect of chemistry we just rounded up, which is how to calculate the amount of substance, you can go back and look at it. But today we want to look at how to calculate molar concentrations, both in mole per dn cube and grams per dn cube. So that's what we want to look at now. I'm going to show you how to do this. Well, I'll explain it very well. What you have to do is just to ensure you don't distract yourself by any means, and ensure you don't skip any part of this video. That's also very, very important. You are free to like this video and share to others. It will help us a lot, and also try your best to subscribe to this channel if you know you have not done so. So please, let's look at this question. They said calculate the concentration in grams per dm cube. Take note of that unit, grams per dm cube. That is, it look like a mass concentration. Calculate the concentration in grams per dm cube, not molar, not just mole concentration, grams per concentration. Calculate the concentration in grams per dm cube of 0.5 molar. This one is not mole. That capital letter M is molarity. It's not mole. So molarity is same thing as mole per dm cube. We'll look at it later. 0.5 molar solution of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. That is sodium hydroxide. Is sodium hydroxide. Now, look at it. They are stating some constants here. That the atomic mass of sodium, which is 23, that of hydrogen is 1, and that of oxygen is 16. Remember, Na means sodium, H means hydrogen, O means oxygen. There's respective atomic symbols. Now, look at the options are just 40 grams per dm cube, 30 grams per dm cube, 20 grams per dm cube, and 10 grams per dm cube. Now, which of these options is actually the correct option here? So let's look at it now to see the correct option. Let's solve this question now. Let's go. All right, remember the question was to look for the grams concentration, that is concentration in gram per dm cube of 0.5, that's half, molar solution of what? Of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. So this is the actual question to look for the, that is, we have to move this one onto the grams concentration, which is should be in grams per dm cube. Now look at this thing. This M you are seeing here, it's not, does not represent mole, it means molarity. And look at it. This unit M is seen here as, this one is equivalent to mole per dm cube. Take note of that. Mole per dm cube. So they are equivalent. So this unit and this capital letter M here, they are equivalent to each other. So look at some relations you should know here. Very, very important relation. Look at some relations you should know here. So if you know these relations I want to quote now, doing the concentration conversion, both in grams per dm cube and mole per dm cube, will not be a problem to you. Not be a problem to you at all. Now, conc in grams per dm cube. Let's see if this will be enough. Conc in grams per dm cube is always equal to, taking of this one, that is concentration in, this one means concentration. Let me of this. That means concentration. Concentration in grams per dm cube is equal to concentration in mole per dm cube, times molar mass times what? Molar mass. Take note of this. It's very, very important. Concentration in grams per dm cube is equal to what? Concentration in mole per dm cube times molar mass. That is very, 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 very important. Now, there's another relation you should also know. There's another relation you should also know. Look at the second one. You should also know. Very, very important one. Look at it. Look at it. Conc in the concentration in grams per dm cube is equals to molarity. That is capital letter N. That capital letter N we are seeing just now. Molarity times molar mass times what? Times molar mass. Let me just say molar mass times molar mass. Also take note of this. This is the second relation you should know. Conc in what? Grams per dm is equal to what? Molarity times what? Times molar mass. Also take note of this. Now, what about molarity now? Molarity will be this one. If you want to make this one formula, will be conc in grams per dm cube divided by molar mass. That's what you're going to have. It will be conc in grams per dm cube divided by what? Divided by molar mass. Now, look at another thing you should also know. Another thing very, very important. Another very, very, very what? Important. Another thing very, very you should also know. Conc in mole per dm cube now. Conc in, that is concentration in mole per dm cube. In mole per dm cube. So that you write it this way, or you write it this way. You just put mole per dm cube. This one is also correct. You can also write it this way. This one is equal to conc in grams per dm cube divided by molar mass. Molar mass. Take note of this. It's just like the first one we did. We are now making conc in mole per dm cube or molarity the subject of the formula now. So take note of all these relations and how to do the change of subject to formula. It's very, 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 very important. It's very, very what? Very, very important. Now, let's look at this question now we're having on ground. We are told to convert it from molarity to what? Conc in grams per dm cube. So we are having 0.5 molar solution of what's it called? Sodium hydroxide. And we said conc in grams per dm cube now. Said this grams per dm cube, will be equal to that molarity times the molar mass. So we know the molarity to be 0.5. This one is already 0.5 molar solution. Then what about molar mass of NaOH? I already showed you guys how to calculate molar mass in our first class when we were doing the what's it called? This amount of substance calculation. So I showed you guys to do this molar mass. So let's look at this now. We already have this. This one is not a problem. Now let's go and check this for this molar mass to see if we can get this so that we can get this done once and for all. So let's get the molar mass. Let's get molar mass. Look at molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So the molar mass of this will be equal to, what is the molar mass of this sodium? They said it's what? 23 plus, what is the molar mass of this oxygen? They said it was 16. That is the atomic mass of that. Just add up all the atomic mass. Anyone that is having 2, you multiplied by 2. I already showed you how to do it. For hydrogen, it was what? It was 1. So if you do this, we are going to have something very nice. 1 plus 23 is 24 plus 16. I think that is going to give us 40. Give us 40 grams per mole. This is the unit of molar mass. Grams per mole. So we're having 40 grams per mole for the molar mass. So molar mass is done now. We are through with this molar mass. So let's get the main question now done so that we get the correct answer to know the correct option now. So let's look at it. So our conc in grams per dm cube now. our concrete grams per dm cube will be molarity times molar mass. So that will be equal to, what is the molarity? 0.5, that's half, times molar mass is 40. Now half times 40, that's going to give us 20. So this one will now be in grams per mole. In grams per mole. So it's very, very important to know this. No, it's not even grams per mole. It's not grams per mole. Sorry about that. It will be in grams per dm cube. Grams per dm cube. That will be the concentration. Concentration is not in grams per mole. It is in that molar mass that's in grams per mole. Concentration is per dm cube, per volume. Yeah, should be either in mass per volume or mole per volume. So that is it. So this is the correct answer now for this concentration. So let me also show you a way of to remember. If you want to, maybe you forgot how to get these formulas I just gave. If you have forgotten any of them, you can just quickly use dimension to do it. So conc in grams per dm cube will be equal to molarity times what? Molar mass. This is the molarity and this is the molar mass. So just want to multiply this, you get this in grams per dm cube. So just look at it. Grams per dm cube is equals to molarity times molar mass. Take note of that. Grams per dm cube is also the same thing as mole per dm cube times molar mass. Also take note of that. Then mole per dm cube now. If I want to make mole per dm cube formula here, we have mole per dm cube to be equal to grams per dm cube divided by molar mass. That is it. Now, if you want to check if you are correct or not, so this shows us that if you look at these two now, look at these two formulas, you discover that this and this are the same. From if you want to look at it from logic, they said this is equal to this. They said this is equal to this. This is equal to this. So that means these two are the same. They have the same unit. So that's why I was telling you just now that molar concentration is in as mole per dm cube. So take note of that. It's very, very important. Now let's check how to know whether we are correct around this area. Let's check how to know. We said grams per dm cube is equals to mole per dm cube times molar mass. So look at how to know you are correct. You just come. We have mole per dm cube. Mole per dm cube. Then times molar mass. What is the unit of molar mass? The unit of molar mass is grams per mole. If this mole cancel this mole, then you multiply this, then we are going to have a final answer to be these grams we are having here divided by this dm cube. So from dimension analysis now, you discover that the dimension of this side now is the same thing as this. So this and this are now the same. Grams per dm cube, grams per dm cube. So this is how to know. Quickly just input their unit to check if both sides will be the same. If both sides are the same, it means the equation is correct. Remember, we use dimension analysis to solve for unit of physical quantities. It means this equation now is valid. That's what I'm trying to show you guys here now. So anywhere you see questions like this, you should be able to solve it. Even though they are asking you for molarity or even molar mass, they ask you to calculate molar mass, maybe you give you the gram concentration and the mole concentration, say what is the molar mass of this compound. I have this gram concentration and mole concentration. You should be able to do it. Now, what I'm trying to say is that if they gave you this grams per dm cube and they gave you this mole per dm cube, they are in per dm cube. I already told you they are either in grams per volume or mole per volume. They give you these two now, you can actually solve this out by making it subject of the formula. That's what I'm trying to say. So thank you. Bye for now, and please don't forget this grams per dm cube. I repeat again, grams per dm cube is equals to mole per dm cube times molar mass Grams per dm cube is also the same thing as what? So the same thing as molarity times molar mass. Conc, okay, I don't want to put conc, mole per dm cube, mole per dm cube, mole per dm cube, same thing as grams per dm cube divided by what? Molar mass. So don't forget this. This is the major thing you ought to know. You need to know this. Very, very important. So the condition in per dm cube. So thank you. See you guys in our next class.